Hi and welcome to Gossip Spill. Welcome back. Today, we're diving into some explosive news that's turning the combat sports world upside down. This is huge. Conor McGregor has officially agreed to a boxing exhibition match against none other than Logan Paul. And here's the kicker. It's all happening in India. I'm breaking down everything you need to know, analyzing the fighters, their backgrounds, and what this clash could mean for the future of combat sports. Plus, I'll give you my full breakdown of how this wild matchup might unfold. Before we dig in, let's take a step back and unpack why this announcement is such a game changer. Combat sports have always thrived on larger-than-life personalities creating unforgettable moments. This matchup? It's the ultimate collision of two juggernauts, one a proven champion and the other a modern media phenomenon. It's tradition versus spectacle, grit versus glamour, and it's bound to leave a lasting impact. Let's start with the bombshell announcement itself.
Conor put $200K to make $1.2 million.
Then why will Conor take my bet?
Because you're a scumbag, bro.
Then take my money if I'm a scumbag.
Okay, don't worry. We got what we gotta do.
Why will Conor take my bet?
Talk to
Look
him.
at you.
Talk
Look
to him.
at your body language.
Yeah, no,
I'm
look at
trying.
you. I'm sizing you up. I'm feeling you.
Yeah.
McGregor lit up social media with this revelation, confirming his return to the boxing ring before heading back to the UFC. What makes this even more fascinating? McGregor hasn't stepped into any arena since his devastating leg injury against Dustin Poirier in 2021. Nearly 3 years on the sidelines, the longest layoff of his career, adds an extra layer of intrigue to this comeback. Now, to truly grasp the magnitude of this matchup, we need to revisit McGregor's remarkable journey. From a plumber's apprentice in Dublin to a global icon, his rise is nothing short of legendary. His electrifying UFC run, fueled by razor-sharp striking and undeniable charisma, shook the world. And who could forget his 13-second knockout of Jose Aldo, a fighter unbeaten for a decade? Now here's where the story takes a wild turn. After making history as the UFC's first simultaneous two-division champion, McGregor's career went off in some unexpected and controversial directions. The blockbuster boxing match against Floyd Mayweather in 2017 was a game changer. Though McGregor lost by TKO in the 10th round, he shocked the world with his boxing skills and, more importantly, proved he could pull astronomical numbers in a completely different sport. That fight brought in over 4.3 million pay-per-view buys and reportedly earned him a jaw-dropping $100 million. But since then, McGregor's career has been a whirlwind of highs and lows. In the past 8 years, he's won just one MMA fight, a quick TKO victory over Donald Cerrone. Meanwhile, he faced crushing losses to Khabib Nurmagomedov and Dustin Poirier, with his last fight ending in a devastating leg injury. With such a long layoff, many are questioning, can McGregor ever recapture the magic that made him an unstoppable force in the sport? Now let's talk about Logan Paul, because his rise in combat sports is just as intriguing. While some still dismiss him as just a YouTuber, that couldn't be further from the truth. Starting with little more than a high school wrestling background, Paul has carved out a genuine presence in both boxing and professional wrestling, a feat few could have predicted. Paul's boxing journey began with amateur bouts against fellow YouTuber KSI, which not only attracted massive attention, but also sparked the influencer boxing movement we see today. Yet it was his exhibition fight against Floyd Mayweather.
I was the favorite against Jose, but when Chad got replaced, he was the favorite. The whole industry thought this was the one. He's not gonna overcome this. I smiled at myself and I went in there and KO'd Chad inside 2 rounds. Maybe previous, when all the stuff is going on, all the obligations, the injuries, the hours that you're away from your comfort. But when you're in it and you're there, when you've made it to the octagon, I feel free. That's why I'm saying I don't feel pressure on fight night. I don't feel pressure when I make that walk. Someone asked me what it's like when I make that walk, what it's like when you walk out into that arena, and I swear on my life, when I walk out to that arena, I honestly feel like I'm unshackling chains off of me.
That truly turned heads. Going 8 rounds with one of the greatest boxers in history, exhibition rules or not, proved that Paul has developed real skills, stamina, and grit inside the ring. Recently, Logan Paul has been making headlines in WWE, where he captured the United States Championship and delivered performances that stunned even his critics. His blend of athleticism and natural showmanship has made him a standout in professional wrestling, proving he's far more than a social media star dabbling in sports entertainment. He's a genuine force in the ring. Now let's talk about what truly sets this event apart: the venue. Hosting this showdown in India is a groundbreaking move with massive implications. India, with its staggering population of over 1.4 billion and a booming middle class hungry for sports entertainment, is one of the largest untapped markets for combat sports. It's a marketing masterstroke and could be the catalyst for a new era of global sports expansion. The timing couldn't be better either. India has seen a surge of interest in combat sports, fueled by local MMA promotions and WWE's growing popularity in the region. This event could open the floodgates for more marquee combat sports showcases in the country, revolutionizing how these events are marketed and distributed on a global scale. We're looking at a potential game changer for the industry. Of course, we can't ignore the elephant in the room. This announcement comes at a particularly controversial time for Conor McGregor. Just last month, he was found liable in a civil lawsuit in Ireland related to SA and ordered to pay approximately $250,000 in damages. While McGregor insists the encounter was consensual and no criminal charges were filed, the case has cast a shadow over his public image. This exhibition match may well be an attempt to shift the narrative back to his athletic career and away from the courtroom drama. When it comes to the physical matchup, the dynamics are nothing short of fascinating. Logan Paul towers at 6 feet 2 inches and typically weighs around 190 to 200 pounds. He's a natural heavyweight, with solid boxing fundamentals honed through his exhibitions, and a wrestling background that's given him impressive athleticism and balance. That size advantage isn't just a number, it's a serious factor. In the ring, those extra inches and pounds can translate into a real challenge for any opponent. On the other hand, McGregor may be smaller, but he brings a wealth of experience that Logan simply can't match. His championship-level striking from MMA is world-renowned, with his left hand earning near-legendary status. McGregor's mastery of timing, distance, and angles is on a completely different level compared to most celebrity boxers. And let's not forget, his performance against Mayweather showed he could adapt his unique striking style to the rules of professional boxing. The timing of this announcement is also impossible to ignore.
I would love to do a UFC fight.
Now, who the hell are you gonna fight, bro?
Who do you want me to fight, Mike?
Maybe Conor or something like
Man,
that. But it would have to be
and-
like right now, like
and-
straight off a binge.
He's
Bro,
actually hungover when he shows up.
Yes, Roadhouse movie promoting Conor.
Yeah,
with
the movie's
Jabberjaw.
great, man. G and Jake Gyllenhaal.
That might work. I don't know what was going on there.
Oh, you know what was going
I
on,
know
brother.
what was going on
You
there.
know what was
Yeah,
going
I
on.
do.
It comes right on the heels of Jake Paul's recent exhibition match against Mike Tyson, a fight that ended in a draw, but generated enormous buzz. The Paul brothers have proven themselves masters of strategy, building their combat sports careers through calculated risks and steadily tougher opponents. This match feels like the next move in a brilliantly played chess game. Then there's the exhibition format itself, which raises plenty of intriguing possibilities. These events often blur the line between competition and entertainment, allowing for moments of pure spectacle without compromising the integrity of the fight. With both McGregor and Logan being showmen at heart, we're likely to see some electrifying moments that simply wouldn't fit in a standard professional bout. Let's dive into what this fight could mean for both fighters' careers. For McGregor, this is a calculated move, a chance to ease back into competition without the high stakes of an MMA bout. It's a smart way to shake off the rust, rake in an enormous payday, and stay in the headlines without risking his UFC ranking or enduring the intense physical toll of an MMA fight. It's a win-win scenario that keeps him relevant while avoiding unnecessary risks. For Logan Paul, the stakes are just as high, if not higher. This fight is his opportunity to solidify his standing as more than just an influencer dabbling in combat sports. While McGregor isn't primarily a boxer, he's still a former two-division UFC champion with legitimate professional boxing experience. A strong performance against McGregor would further cement Paul's credibility as a serious athlete, and not just a celebrity boxer riding the wave of his fame. Financially, this event could be a juggernaut. With McGregor's global star power, Logan Paul's massive social media reach, and the untapped potential of the Indian market, this could become one of the most watched and profitable combat sports events in history. Previous exhibitions involving either fighter have pulled in hundreds of millions, and this matchup has all the ingredients to break those records. On a broader scale, this fight represents yet another seismic shift in how combat sports are marketed and consumed. What was once considered impossible, pairing traditional champions with new age celebrities, has become the blueprint for massive success. Traditionalists might roll their eyes, but the truth is, these events have brought millions of new fans into combat sports while creating lucrative opportunities outside the confines of conventional competition. This isn't just a fight, it's a glimpse into the future of sports entertainment. The training camps for this fight are shaping up to be a spectacle in their own right. McGregor will need to refocus exclusively on his boxing, a shift from his usual MMA preparation, and strategize around Logan Paul's significant size advantage. On the flip side, Paul will have to develop a game plan to counter McGregor's dynamic movement and the infamous power of his left hand, a weapon that's troubled far more seasoned fighters than Paul. Both fighters have access to world-class training resources. McGregor splits his time between Straight Blast Gym in Ireland and elite camps across the US, while Paul trains in top-tier facilities in Puerto Rico, alongside his brother Jake. The caliber of their preparation will be pivotal, even in an exhibition setting. This isn't a fight where either can afford to cut corners. India as the venue adds another layer of intrigue. The time zone difference may pose challenges for traditional pay-per-view markets, but the sheer size of the local audience could dwarf any downsides. Bringing such a massive event to India is more than just a marketing move. It's a moment of cultural significance, potentially opening doors for future global events in the region. However, this fight also raises questions about existing commitments. McGregor remains under contract with the UFC, which means this exhibition requires their blessing. While the UFC is typically cautious about letting their athletes compete outside the promotion, they made an exception for McGregor's fight against Mayweather, a precedent likely driven by the staggering financial upside. And let's not forget the promotional fireworks we're bound to see. McGregor and Paul are undisputed masters of self-promotion, with a combined social media reach in the hundreds of millions. From fiery press conferences to viral moments online, the build-up to this bout could rival the fight itself in sheer entertainment value. This isn't just a match, it's a media spectacle in the making. The potential outcomes of this fight make it all the more intriguing. Even in an exhibition match, the size disparity between Logan Paul and Conor McGregor can't be ignored. Paul has demonstrated how effectively he can use his size, as seen in his bout with Mayweather. But McGregor's elite striking skills and composure under pressure give him a clear edge in technique and fight IQ. This clash of styles and physicality is bound to create fireworks in the ring. What's even more fascinating is the broader impact this event could have on the future of combat sports and entertainment. Could this be the beginning of more major events targeting untapped markets like India? Will other UFC fighters be tempted to step outside the octagon for similar opportunities? And how will traditional boxing and MMA promotions adapt to this new, rapidly evolving landscape? One thing is certain, this event marks another milestone in the transformation of combat sports entertainment. Love or hate these exhibition matches, their impact is undeniable. They've opened new doors for athletes, drawn fresh audiences to the sport, and created revenue streams that simply didn't exist a few years ago. While the outcome of this particular fight remains to be seen, one thing is clear, it's going to dominate headlines and spark endless debates in the months to come. The combination of McGregor's global stardom, Paul's unparalleled social media reach, and the untapped potential of the Indian market could make this one of the most talked about and lucrative events in combat sports history. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more deep dives into the most controversial moments and shocking truths, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. We've got more eye-opening stories and jaw-dropping revelations coming your way. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and share this video with someone who'd love it. Until next time, this is Gossip Spill, and I'll see you in the next one.